We will be traveling across North America in search of the best teenage soccer players. They'll be picked in order to compete for a single position at the Everton Youth Academy. This is their chance to go pro and earn a six-figure contract. Only one of these skilled athletes will survive the final cut, but most of them will endure the frustration of failure.
How many of you would scratch people's eyes out and take everything to be a footballer? You have to live it, you have to breathe it, it's got to envelop you. If that's my life, it has to be your life.
Get on the ball!
Our talented soccer experts are Steve Niger, Jason Messa, Bassam Naim, Hubert Busby, and Ray Hall, manager of the Everton Youth Academy.
It doesn't matter how good you think you are. It only matters how good we think you are.
This is the dream. I'm coming to see if we can find the play. Are you the one?
Previously on Soccer Dreams. Many players had to go home, and we are down to 23 players now. Team Umbro moved back to the House of Champions. Who will be cut and forced to take the Walk of Shame? Our day started with the winning team enjoying the house and all it offers.
Ooh. No, it's near close to that.
While Team Top Notch had a long, sleepless night in the tent.
Blues 3 at one end, 1 at the top end. If you want to change positions, you can do.
Ray knows what he's looking for in the new players. He has a knack of selecting talented players, such as Wayne Rooney and Victor Anichibi, who are both successful strikers. Who will rise to the challenge and meet Ray's expectations?
Good, Alex.
I've asked the coaches to do some physical work really, because I'd just like to see whether we've got any athletes in the group. It's not all about sprinting, sometimes it's about your movement over 2 or 3 yards. So I'm looking forward to that this morning. Okay.
This is the last chance for the players to impress Ray Hall and the other coaches before crucial decisions are made as to who will stay and who will go.
They would be ahead of our ball.
The boys are feeling the pressure of competition, especially with these exercises, where they must shift their weight from side to side and power push at the end. But hey, there's one player missing. Where's Logan? Logan Fales was one of the 9 finalists from Burnaby, BC. Already having tasted success by being named the captain of the BC team, awarded the BCSA Metro Player of the Year. Logan dreams of playing for Everton one day. His outstanding ability and knowledge of the game should make him the clear-cut winner. Speed and strength are some of the main assets a pro soccer player should have. They must move at lightning speed in order to get to the ball before their opponents. Failing to do that would mean an early exit from Soccer Dreams. The boys are definitely feeling the heat. They know they have to prove their overall fitness. The coordination exercises allows the coaches to judge their speed, agility, and power.
I was saying, you seldom see people run 60 yards. It's usually without the ball, not with it. If I was to say to you that you're way ahead of boys of a similar age in Britain, terrific stuff, well done. Good. They don't question why they do things, they just get on with it and give you the best. You'd never have a problem with attitudes towards the work in the game.
Many players had to go home, and we are down to 23 players now, who will be cut and forced to take the walk of shame.
I'm going to go over this side away from the hurly-burly, okay? 7, 8, 9, 10 very good players, of whom 2 or 3 could threaten our first team. I don't see anybody in the white team other than the guy that was injured or isn't injured. Well, whoever his physio is, I think I'd like to employ him because he's worked a miracle.
Are we going to let go with 2 today? Is that
come down to 18?
So we have 21. Oh, didn't we have 23? We have 23. 21 with 2 goalies. 20. 21, 22. No, I don't know if he's ever played yet. Oh, he was on the first 5 minutes. I think he went out. And in my opinion, the second one will be the other injured that was supposed to be injured, and all of a sudden he's not injured.
The coaches know that they have to select the best players for Everton. And the best is what these players want to be.
Just looking at some of the footage, some of the films that's been taken of the work today, I have to make one comment. I thought the tempo, the pace, that went about the way they were playing, I thought it was very high, and the game seemed very, very quick, which I think is a real compliment to the standard that the boys have got to. One move in particular, I mentioned at the time, one of the teams, white team, I don't know, has actually moved the ball quickly, got to one end, we've got to the byline, it's been cut back, and the finish was terrific. And the beauty of that move for me was that it couldn't be defended against. And that would have been delivered at the highest level. I don't know what you felt.
Yeah, I would have to agree with the combination play. I think they combined well, especially in the final third. They did a great job with that. Spacing was much better compared to the session we ran yesterday, and getting their heads up and their awareness. But more important, I thought it was good to see the commitment they had into the tackles was top notch. They were absolutely great into the tackles. They rid a couple of tackles even when I didn't blow the whistle. They just got on with it, and I purposely didn't call some time to see how they react, and the attitudes were great with it. So that was good for me.
The past few days, I thought they elevated their standard, which is nice to see. You mentioned the tempo, which was great. We mixed them up. We took them from 2 teams, we put them into 3 teams, and they kept bringing those combination plays in a nice way. So I was really impressed in a few things, so it's good to see.
For me, the biggest surprise today was that the players finally rose to the challenge. And this is the first time I've seen all these players actually perform the way they performed to get here to Ottawa. And which was nice to see, because they're finally showing that, hey, this is what they were here for. They're here to win a spot at Everton. And challenges were nice and hard today. And are they going to react to each other? They wanted to, but they held back and kept their composure. And it says a lot about their discipline as well. So I believe after seeing them today that the players have grown in pretty much every aspect of their game since they've arrived at Soccer Dreams.
Okay, gentlemen, just before we start making decisions, just a little bit of things that we should be thinking about in terms of making the final decisions. On the players' development, I think there are 4 areas we've got to look at. First of all, we've got to look at the technical and tactical development of the players, or standard. In the next corner, we've really got to look at physically whether they can cope with the demands of the game abroad, and physiologically, you know, can they get around the pitch if they've got the speed, the agility to be able to cope with the demands of the game. You'll know better than I, because you've spent 5-6 days, how they've gone about living in a professional environment, the mental strength that they've shown, levels of concentration and so on. And finally, have they gone on with people? So their lifestyles, have they gone about the whole experience the way we would expect players to cope with living, eating, breathing, being a professional player. I think what we need to do is to look in terms of the numbers that we can keep. We need 16 players for our final game. We now have 23 I think we need to keep 2 or 3 more players just to see how things go tomorrow and make the final cut tomorrow evening. So we'll finish by tomorrow evening with 16 players. Okay? So we need to release 4 this evening.
After spending the whole morning watching the kids, now it's time to make the harsh decision. Who will be cut today? The players can now only pray after giving their best efforts on the field, while some search for clues in a discarded coach's notebook.
Oh no, we're just reading this from list of players and stuff. There's no information. Yeah.
2, it's very, very easy to release because they're injured and they're not going to be able to cope with the rest of the week. When the numbers do reduce finally to 16, I think the standard will go even higher, because the poorest player will be of a standard to maintain the practice level, the game level, the tempo that we're looking for. Okay, I think we're ready. Mark, could you bring the injured players in, please? Okay, gentlemen, when the injured players come in, I'll start, and then if you want to add anything to it, fine.
I see LaTwain Anderson and Logan Fales.
It was in Vancouver where one of the players came to the attention of Soccer Dreams.
I'm number 533. My name's Logan Fales.
There's no politics. On these sheets are the guys that made it and the guys that didn't make it.
528.
532. 533.
Congratulations, gentlemen. You made it through to the next round. It looked easier than it was. Going to Ottawa. Yeah, I'm the man.
In Vaughan, another player got their attention.
My name is LaTwain Anderson. My number is 136. Here to have fun, and I want to win.
And at the end of the day, whatever happens, you have to be positive about it. Say no.
Steve impresses upon the players the opportunity of working with Ray Hall.
Bottom line, and those of you who bitched and complained I didn't play my position or I'm better than this, I'm sorry, guys. This was your opportunity. This is as real as it gets. There's no ifs, no buts. Someone is going to Everton for 2 years.
The drills so far, they're good. Difficult, but I cope.
And if Ray Hall, the academy manager who's going to be developing you, comes and tells you that you're going to play striker instead of a defender, you're not going to say no. Thank you.
Welcome to Soccer Dreams. From this point on, the competition will begin. We're looking for all the technical qualities that go into professional player. Remember.
So, this is how Logan and LaTwain made it to the House of Champions.
You're going to start off with 1 touch each, then 2.
Ray Hall spent some time to tutor the boys.
Then 4, up to 10, and come back down. If you mess up, sit down. Right. Let's keep going.
This type of warm-up game allows the players to improve their ball handling and coordination.
Sit down.
How long do you think? How long do you think they can go for? This is a hard decision, but unfortunately, you've not made it into the final 16.
It doesn't matter how good you think you are. It only matters how good we think you are.
Many players had to go home, and we are down to 23 players now, who will be cut and forced to take the walk of shame.
My name is Logan Fales. I'm from Burnaby, BC.
Latwain Anderson, Mississauga, Ontario.
So Logan, what do you think of the house?
I think it's good. Nice TVs, got a pool, a gym. Pretty good. We got these little futons where they're pretty nice. Better than what the other kids are in. So
where's Team Top Notch sleeping?
Like some kind of tent on a field.
So what do you think, Latwain?
Sucks. But winners get rewarded, losers don't, so suffer the consequences.
So what are you going to do to avoid the tent?
Well, I'm playing in the center attacking mid, so feed my strikers, keep the ball on the ground nice and simple, penetrating passes, take a few shots.
So what are you going to do to avoid the tent?
Well, depends where I play. Yesterday they had me at left back because no one else could have played that position, and I stepped up and played that, but I'd like to be playing striker, my usual position, and scoring goals, but if I can't, then I'll play defense. I do what I got to do for the team, right?
Latwain, you had an injury yesterday.
Yeah.
So how do you feel?
Well, now I feel better. Before I was quite angry, because even when I thought I felt better, the physiotherapist told me I couldn't, so it's my opportunity, what I've been waiting for, so waiting to take it.
Good boy, Alex.
Now, it's up to the 23 remaining players to get in some gameplay. It's time that they show the coaches what they can do.
First of all, as a coach, if I make subs, the idea of giving you an opportunity to play, as a player, when you go on the field, you should have something to prove. You want the ball, but you don't call for it. No excuse. Got it? Okay, hey. House or tent? House. Up to you now. Good luck to you.
So for example,
over at the Ozdome, Ray Hall is sharing his knowledge.
So if I want to play it, yeah, to there, if I suddenly pass the ball there, I've got a problem. Start it again. So I might take it away if I want, but I've set the pass up. So from there, and then I can pass.
When we were warming up, during one of the drills, I was shanking the ball back and forth between another player. And I don't know, I took a sprint and then went and took a strike, and I guess I was off balance and my knee just gave way. So just had to sit back and watch.
Let's go. Have a seat. We don't have much time. We can use you as a winger going forward, right? Very direct, overlapping run, good service of the ball. The guys up front, stationary. And that's why we only sound good getting balls in. Balls coming to you and you're doing this. And all morning we said, lay it off, spin out, try to get the second, right? Third man. That's what we said, right?
Play. Get there quickly. Good. That's much better.
Okay, this is how we're gonna start. Back line will stay the same. Inside, we're gonna go with Kiri and Zidane. Abraham will be the attacking midfield player. Steven will go up front with Bruno and Sahil. That's how we'll start. Hey, Fails, let's go. Let's take Kirash off. Let's go.
Well, I've been playing a lot of different positions, so what I gotta do is I gotta try and just feel comfortable and relax in my position and just do my job, help other people out, help my team.
Unfortunately for Logan, he is about to do something he will later regret.
Hello?
Hi, Mom?
Yeah.
Hey, it's Logan.
Hi.
Everything going pretty good. The first cuts are being made, I think, tomorrow.
Oh, okay. But are you having fun?
Always having fun.
Hi, Mommy. It's fine. It's a nice house. Never been in nothing like it before. Except there's more than one person to a room. I'm just here doing my work. It's going good. Work is hard. I think I'm doing great. First 2 days, I couldn't play in the game because my groin was acting up, so they brought me to physio. Well, I was out for the last game because of injuries.
Gently try to lift that leg up.
So just had to sit back and watch.
Because of LaTwain's injury, we had a hard time finding footage of him playing. But we did find him playing around.
All right, Logan.
Well, it seems that newfound friends and music can perform miracles.
Yeah, it's not difficult stuff on the ball or anything. It's just he makes us do it at a higher pace. So more work rate, so he gets more out of us.
When we interviewed LaTwain in the first trials, he said,
"Here to have fun and I want to win."
Well, he is going to fulfill one of his dreams. Coming up, Logan gets a lecture.
Mr. Fales, you took it upon yourself to take off the jersey and whip it on the floor. Do you think that's acceptable?
It wasn't acceptable. You paid for the shirt, died for the shirt. What if you were playing in front of 45,000 people? Would you do that?
Definitely not.
Then why would you do it here?
They say you live once, so I live once to the fullest. Respect the game, respect the name. A day that I'm free, blocked, I'm giving them pain. I was king of the streets until they put me in chains. I got the heart of the game, I'm a boss of the game. I did my time in the game, yeah, I'm ready to die. Got prepared for the streets, a lot of pain in my mind. Nobody can stop that, I dare them to rap. If they're ready to die, they hear the sound of the Mac. Nobody can stop that, I dare them to rap. If they're ready to die, they hear the sound of the Mac. Training day, the sequel. Money's the root of evil. Dying is guaranteed till I live my life to free. Lord, I came from the ghetto, evil murder with middle. If you heard it together, you see the reason my mental. Going through pain, if you insane, then we the same. The brighter side of the time is dark, there's only rain. I was born a poor boy, mama and 4 boys. Shack inside the little room. Mama